Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work, health, and strength is good or excellent. What? What's up, Steam Deck fans? Steam Deck Tribe, Steam Deck Nation, Steam Deck Universe, Steam Deck World, Steam Deck Legion, what's good? Steam Deck Mom, what's happening? Steam Deck Squad, what's up? And you Steam Deck nerds, geeks, and freaks, and you investigators. Alright, what I got for you little Steam Deck fans? Let's do this. Alright, says here, open firmware 2.7 release with AMD Van Gogh support. Says Laura Bell wrote this article. It says here sounds open firmware 2.7 release overnight and adds AMD Van Gogh platform support, presumably to be used by the Valve Steam Deck or some future refresh of the device or related platform, like for VR hardware. Back during the Linux 6.6 merge window, I wrote how AMD was working on SOF support for Van Gogh, and there were also mentions of new Valve hardware, Galileo, product that is part of the Sephiroth family. That point to future hardware, with the current Valve Steam Deck being codenamed Jupiter, and having not seen any Valve Galileo mentioned previously, but whether it's some Steam Deck refresh, a VR headset, or something else built upon the otherwise seldom seen Van Gogh APU remains to be determined. Going along with the Linux kernel driver support in Linux 6.6, the Sound Open Firmware 2.7 release has the Van Gogh APU support in place. Sound Open Firmware 2.7 also has performance optimization being worked on a new Pipeline 2.0 pipeline framework to reduce memory consumption and support pipeline across multiple cores, improve audio stubs infrastructure. Over on the Intel side of SOF, Sounds Open Firmware 2.7 provides a production quality release for Meteor Lake CPU with this SOF build leveraging the native Zephyr RTOS. It says download more details on Sound Open Firmware 2.7 release via GitHub. Yeah, the Steam Deck is just getting updates. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, now what else I got for you guys since we talking this Steam Deck here. Alright, let's see what do we got since we're talking Steam Deck. Speaking of which, another update to add to this Steam Deck long list of updates. Yeah, Steam Deck is looking pretty. Valve is moving. That's all I can say. All right, now what do I got for you guys? Woo. Okay, I was supposed to cover this yesterday. It says Epic Games shed 830 people due to spending way more money. Spending more money than we earned. Woo. That's Epic's fault. If you let go 830 people and spending way more money than you earned, that's the company's fault. It says recent industry news doing the rounds in the Epic Games yesterday publicly shared an email that was sent by Tim Sweeney about laying off 16% of the company. 830 lost their jobs due to spending way more money than we earned, as they continue investing in the next evolution of Epic and growing Fortnite as a metaverse-inspired ecosystem for creators. That is a lot of people, and clearly shows that Epic Games have been relying a lot on Fortnite money. While Fortnite is starting to grow gains, Sweeney said it's being driven now by players-made content, which has significantly revenue sharing. This is a lowered margin business than we had when Fortnite Battle Royale took off and began funding our expansion. In the post, Sweeney mentioned how Epic has been making efforts to reduce costs, like moving to net zero, hiring and cutting operating spends on things like marketing and events, but all this ends up far short of financial sustainability. So getting rid of staff was the only way they could stabilize. Epic is also selling off Bandcamp to BP2B music company, a Songtard, which they only acquired in 2022, as clearly they didn't actually have a business plan for it to sell it off so quickly. They're also spinning off most of super awesome that they acquire in 2020. Who say they are acquiring most of its back themselves directly. Then it says Psyonix, maker of Rocket League, was also affected since Epic acquired them back in 2019 and then made it exclusive to Epic Store. The developer Mediatonic, who made Fall Guy, was also impacted by this since Epic acquired them in 2021. It then made all Fall Guy exclusive to Epic Game Store. It's not clear how badly they've been affected, but Ed Fears, game lead who was laid off, showed off a picture on X that showed decimated, with many other also posting about being let go. So Mediatonic appeared to have been hit quite hard by this. No doubt this exclusive and constant free games on Epic Store cost a lot of monies. Yeah, man. People getting laid off on job, so it hurts and it's a humbling experience. All right, what do we got? Another one. EA expanding EA anti-cheat. Bad news for Steam Deck Linux. All right, let's see what you're talking about here. Since it's bad news for the Steam Deck. All right, let's see here. It says EA Electronic Arts are continuing to expand their homegrown EA anti-cheat with an announcement that Battlefield 2042 is also moving over to it. This isn't actually something entirely new though, as it was given a deep dive back in 2022 release with FIFA 23. That's the same year. It's also in the newly released EA Sports FC 24. Battlefield is definitely not the first game to get it, but it is a growing issue. Part of the problem is that it doesn't work on Linux/Steam Deck, with it being blocked by EA. It's a kernel mode anti-cheat and anti-tamper solution, which, as we've seen from other anti-cheat, is particularly problematic for Linux/Steam Deck, and it's likely EA will continue to use it with new games and potentially get other older games updated to use it. So if they got Respawn to switch over to it, this would kill Apex Legend on Linux/Steam Deck too. FIFA 23 and esports are rated unsupported on Linux, Steam Deck due to it, and while Battlefield 2042 previously used Easy Anti-Cheat, they never bothered to hook up support for that on Linux anyway. And then it says in parentheses, even though EAC supports Linux, so it's just going to continue to be unsupported. We can only hope that Valve are keeping an eye on the situation and speak to EA to eventually get support for it on Linux/Steam Deck. Well, Valve and EA and Valve was working together, so I'm sure Valve is looking into this. You know, they're not just sitting idly by the side watching this happen. You know, they're gonna do something about it. All right, what else I got? Warhammer 40,000 Space Wolf being delisted, so grab it quickly in this bundle. See, deals, games, updates. You little Steam Deck fans, man, always getting spoiled. Anyway, turn on this light here. It says here, HeroCraft PC announced that due to licensing, Warhammer 40,000 Space Wolf is set to be delisted on October 11th, but you can grab it discounted on the Humble Bundle along with a bunch of other games. It has a platinum rating on ProtonDB, so it should work on Linux. Alright, let's see what they're talking about here. Grab it. Space Wolf. Alright, says here, thankfully though, it's being delisted. The HeroCraft PC Complete Collection going with it included in the lowest tier 2, so to save you some quick grounds below it. See the expected compatibility for each title: Steam Deck, Linux Desktop, along with ProtonDB. Alright, so Warhammer 40,000, Avil Saga, Catizens, Organs Please, Revival Recolonization, Tempest Complete Edition, Gravewood High, Insomnia, The Ark, King of Dragon Pass, Foot LOL, Epic Soccer League, And these are all native Linux, uh, native Linux support, and Proton DB. It says 80% off Odyssey, Cosmos, and his Robot Quest. So this is at the humble store. Yeah, there, deals. See, I'm always hooking you guys up. All right. So all these games are deck playable. Proton DB Gold, Platinum. Yeah. Have a blast at the humble store. But get this Warhammer 40,000 before it gets delisted. Also get the Avengers while you're at it. Alright, now, what else I got for you little Steam Deck nerds, geeks, and freaks? Alright, what else I got? Let's see here. So we got that. Okay, here's another one for you. Ring of Pain, Void Bastards, I Can Fall, Fae, and Tactics more in this bundle. Another humble bundle? Yeah, another deal for you there. Now, go to the humble store and shop. Okay, so here's the games. Moonscar, Wild at Hearts, Dodgeball, Arcadia, no, Academia, Unsighted, Archvale, Flynn, Sons of Crimson, Void Bastards, Ring of Pain, I Can Fail, Fate Tactics, and 25% off Signalist. So yeah, go to the humble store and get shopping. Another deal for you there. So yeah, I'm just hooking you guys up this morning. Anyway, let me keep going here. So that's 2 deals in one day. Now, see, I'm hooking you up. Now, alright, what else I got for you? See what else I can pull up. Creature Collecting Life Sim Moonstone Island is out now. Uh-oh, for all you creature lovers. Sitting here messing with y'all this morning. Alright, let's go. It says here, with a curious blend of deck building, creature collecting, and a little sprinkle of life sim, Moonstone Island is a colorful and very inviting game to add to your collection. It comes with full native Linux support and it is Steam Deck verified. Key provided by Raw Fury. Taking some inspiration from Studio Gilly Bill, classic like Kiki, Delivery Service, Castle in the Sky, and more. This is a real gem for people who want more laid-back experience. Moonstone Island. Yeah, Steam Deck, folks. Yeah, get it. So you're messing with y'all. Okay. What's the features here? Explore a wondrous world. Travel the balloon, broom, and glider through unique biomes to reach the farthest edge of the sky. Settle into your new home. Build, decorate, customize a cozy new home of your own on any of the 100 islands in your procedurally generated world. Alright, make new friends and more, become a true member of the community, befriend your NPC neighbor, go on dates, and fall in love. Right, says here, discover wild spirit companion team, befriend wild spirits, fight alongside you in card-based combat, go dungeon crawling, explore dungeons to earn upgrades, collect loots, and uncover secrets, become a full-fledged alchemist. Optimize your alchemist with unique skills and upgrades. Craft dozens of its items and vehicles to prepare for a treacherous wilderness. Build your own farm. Grow crops, flowers to brew portions, and tame spirits. Says it works great on desktop Linux, although at times it seems the Steam overlay refused to work. Running it with GameScope seemed to get it work though. There's also some minor stutters while exploring, which is a known issue they're working to improve. Other than that, I haven't encountered any problems, so it's good to see another niche release. Alright, and yeah. Moonstone Island. Yeah. Alright, what else I got for you little Steam Deck fans? So what else I got for you? Anything else? Oh. Let's see, historical 4-time strategy game Oddworld gets an Egyptian themed DLC October 4th. Yeah. I'm just hooking you up this morning on a Friday. Can't say I didn't give y'all nothing. Alright, let's see. Give you all anything. Anyway, it says here, the third DLC for Oddworld, a 4-time strategy game that comes to Steam with Linux support last year after being Epic exclusive, is getting an Egyptian themed DLC on October 4th. Today's the 29th, so yeah, another 5 days or 6 days. Going through 400 years of Egyptian history with a new narrative campaign. Was rather impressed with it when I checked it out originally. During the story-driven campaign, you will go through the rise of fall of the kingdom of Kemet, the old name for Egypt, from its initial foundings through its golden age, internal struggles against powerful religious faction, culminating the Bronze Age collapse. Something about sea people with unique mechanism to keep you busy. Plus, this DLC also adds Kingdom of Kush to the sandbox campaign. Overall, sounds like a great addition to the game. Yeah, build your own dynasty. Says a historical strategy game, Oddworld. It's an Egyptian themed DLC, October 4th. Alright, now, what else I got for you guys? Keep the ball moving here. Okay, we know I talked about this yesterday, FSR 3. Yeah. Alright, FSR 3. Starfield should have been the first game out the gate. But anyway. Let's see, what's this? AMD FSR 3 arrives today in 2 game source code later. It says AMD announced that Fidelity Super Resolution 3 is now available in 2 games, Forspoken and Immortal of Avium, but the source code isn't up yet. It says in regard to the source code being on GitHub, likely they've done with previous version, they simply said it will be made available soon on GPU Open with permissive open source MIT license, so it could be later today, tomorrow, or next month. And it says here, more games are planned to have FSR added, like EVE Online, Frostpunk, Space Marine, Cyberpunk, Squad, Crimson, Desert, Avatar, and it's not clear how exactly FSR 3 will work on Linux with Proton. And then it says, or any future native Linux games that gets it. It's likely Proton will need some upgrades to support it properly. Testing the demo for Forspoken, which was also updated, just result in massive flickering issues, making it quite unplayable, and I really wouldn't recommend anyone trying it, as it will probably cause some seizures. As for Immortal of Avium, it seems FSR 3 make it crash. At least once it gets fixed up properly on Linux, we might see some nice performance boosts from it. Well, FSR 3 got some work. Basically, AMD got some work to do with FSR 3. And yes, Starfield should have been the first game tested with it, since you were advertising one of your graphics cards with Starfield. Yeah, that should have been the first. That should have been the first game. I would say Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, probably Forza Horizon 5, Skyrim, Elden Rings, Sea of Thieves. You know, games like that. Spider-Man Miles Morales, or even God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, those are the games should have gotten it first. You know, not Forspoken and Immortals. Nah. But AMD got some work to do. So yeah. But other than that, that's all the news I got to report for now with the Steam Deck. Yeah, I had to keep you guys posted. And by the way, I did give you 2 deals from the Humble store, so you can't say I didn't help you guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek Flying, or Dark Side. Come on. Peace.